we are going to be going over the 5 recruiting scripts that you can use in your network marketing business to help you recruit more people in 2024 and beyond. Number 1 is the reach out script. If you are building your network marketing business in a manual way where you are actively cold outreaching to people, it's a great way to do it. This is the script that I recommend. I like to have friended them or have followed them and had some kind of connection with them already on social media first. And then I am usually responding to a story that they have posted online, right? Because it shows that they're present, that they're on social media. I respond to the story, acknowledging something cool and complimenting that story. Like, hey, that's really cool. Your picture of your puppy is so cute, right? So this naturally gets them to notice me and get their attention. Now, assuming I've done my prospecting correctly, which is an entire different subject, if I've done the prospecting correctly, if I had the right person that I've friended and followed, then I know that they're going to be a good person that I want to actually recruit into my business. Okay, so I have the attention of the person that I want to recruit. Okay, so I've gone out and I've complimented on their story or some kind of post, okay, in the DMs. After they acknowledge, then you can go into some kind of question. And the question, I like to just keep it really quick and say, hey, real quick, I was just thinking of you. Do you know anyone that is struggling with this problem and the problem that your product or service solves, right? Okay, and just leave it. I'm not trying to recruit you. It's an approach of, hey, I'm not trying to recruit you, but I saw your post and it made me think, do you know anyone, real quick, do you know anyone that is struggling with this problem? And then you can wait for the response, okay? Now, this is the most time consuming. I don't really recommend it long term, but it is a way to just get some people and build some relationships. And I only do this like 5 to 6 times a day because I'm more focused on some of my other leverage techniques of using social media, using content, using automations to attract people to me. So if you do want to learn more of how to attract people to you, then you can come join the 5-day digital recruiting challenge. It's free. We start January 1st. And I teach how to actually attract people to you. So they're the ones DMing you first saying, hey, like, can you tell me more about the problem that you solved, this thing, okay? But if you don't have anyone reaching out to you yet, you can start with the reach out approach, okay? So that's the first recruiting script. Number 2, and this is less of a DM script, and this is more of a profile script, I call it, okay? This is actually what you put on your profile, in your bio, in your Instagram, your TikTok, in your intro on Facebook, whatever social media platform you're using. When someone sees your content, they see that you're messaging them, they're going to instantly go to your profile and start checking out your cover photo. They're going to check out all of your pictures or check out your bio. And so you want your bio to be on point. So I consider this a script in itself as well, okay? In this script, in the profile bio script, what you want to do is do exactly the same thing you would do in the DM, but you have it written down, okay? And what that is I help this type of person. And if you don't really know exactly the type of person, then I do recommend you join the 5-day digital recruiting challenge, because finding your niche, finding your target audience is crucial to being successful in any kind of business, and network marketing is no different, okay? So you want to say, I help this type of person. And if you don't know anyone quite yet, you could just say man, or you could just say woman, okay? But you can say, hey, I help men, and then you want to say what problem it is that you solve. The reason why we do this is because you want to focus on solving problems. That's why people buy stuff, right? That's why someone's eventually going to buy your product or join your opportunity, because they feel like it's going to actually solve their problem. A lot of network marketers struggle with just saying, hey, I'm going to recruit everyone. I'm going to try to recruit everyone. I'm going to try and prospect everyone. And in reality, you need to be specific. Just as if you were going to go to the doctor, you're not going to go to the doctor for the heart when they say, oh, I can only fix the throat, right? Or a general practice doctor gets paid way less than a specialized doctor that can help with the heart, the throat, or has a specific skill, right? So you want to say, hey, I help this type of person solve this type of problem. And then if you want to take it even a little bit further, you can then say how you solve that problem. And you don't want to mention your product at all, okay? Don't mention your product or the service. You want to make it some kind of new framework that teaches people how to solve that problem. Okay, people are looking for new ways to solve their problems, and the person that you're talking to eventually is probably tried a couple different ways to solve the problem that you can solve. And so if you can say, hey, I have this new DIG method to solving the passive income problem that people are having, right? I help men that are struggling with inflation and can't cover their bills create more passive income. So that's the desire. You can also insert desire through the DIG method, kind of a thing, right? And you may not even have a method yet, but you can create one, and I can help you create one as well, okay? So just make sure you follow and subscribe, and I can teach more of these methods coming forward, okay? So that's number 2, is the profile script. You want to get really clear who it is that you help, what problem you solve, how you solve it, and then do a call to action to either DM you or go down your funnel, which I teach more in the digital recruiting challenge. Number 3 is an objection script, because naturally when you're DMing people and they come up with all these objections, okay, this script will work for any kind of objection. It is perfect. It's amazing. I love it, okay? And the way you do it, a lot of people think, oh, if someone has an objection, I'm going to have to overcome that objection. I'm going to have some smooth way of saying something, or I'm going to have to have this brilliant response to every type of objection. But here's the thing, okay? You don't know enough to be able to overcome an objection because you are not that person, okay? When people say something, you don't really know the full meaning behind the objection. So this is the beauty of the script. First off, you acknowledge their objection. You say, okay, I hear you saying that you don't have enough money and it's super expensive for you, right? So you acknowledge. And then you want to dig a little bit deeper by asking a question back and say, okay, so when you say that you don't really have enough money, what do you mean by that? Like, or when they say that it's super expensive, you don't even know what that means, right? So when they say, oh, this is super expensive, you go, oh, okay, I hear you saying that it's super expensive, but when you say it's super expensive, what do you mean that it's super expensive, right? And you want to use the right tone of, I'm just curious, like, I'm here just to help you solve your problem, and you saying that there's an objection that's expensive to solve your problem, like, what does that mean? Like, what do you mean that's expensive, right? So you always want to be curious. You want to come across as like, hey, I'm just here to help you, right? So try that out on your next objection that you get. Number 4 is going to be the follow-up script. They've seen some information, you've sent some information, you've chatted with them before, you're talking to them. The way that you want to approach this is in the approach of like, I have a ton of people that I'm building this business. I have a lot of customers. Even if you don't yet, just have that status, and the law of attraction will bring that to you. And so you want to come across as like, hey, like, I just had some time to get back to you. Okay, so this is the follow-up. It's like, hey, sorry, I just barely had enough time to get back to you. So this puts you in the status of like, I have a lot of people. I'm not just begging you to join me and buy my product, right? Say, hey, sorry it took me so long to get back to you. I have I've been super busy. Just had a minute now to get back to you. So that's how you start it, okay? And then just reiterate the problem that you solve. So I've sent you some information about how to solve the problem that you have of trying to lose weight. And I haven't heard back from you. Where should we go from here? And just ask them a question, okay? It kind of goes back to the objection handling but with follow-up, you ask them a question. Say, hey, so I've sent you some information on ways that can help solve the problem. And you can not even say like how I can help you. You just say, hey, like some ways for solving the problem that you have of the trying to lose weight before the end of the year, or so you can do this XYZ thing. But I haven't heard back from you. Where should we go from here? Right? And then they'll get back to you like, oh, I just blah, blah, blah. And then that re-sparks the conversation. You can get them back into results-based thinking and thinking, okay, like I should actually probably do something about this, okay? So that's number 4 is the follow-up script. Number 5, and this is the closing script. This is going to help you actually get people to take action on the thing that you're selling. And this is all, again, like in a one-to-one interaction. If you want to learn more automated ways and using funnels and more digital strategies, so people are coming to you asking to join, things like that, make sure you join the 5-day digital recruiting challenge. But for the closing script, when you're working with people one-on-one, the simple question that you can ask in the script is, do you feel like this could be the answer for you? And you want to use very like neutral language of like could be the answer for you. And if they say yes, then you don't just say, okay, let's sign up. You want to ask them another question like, but why do you think it would be? Right? And you want to get them to sell themselves and commit themselves to the cause, to the product, to the opportunity. Okay. So you say, hey, so do you feel like this could be the answer for you? Could this be the answer that you're looking for? And then when they say yes, say, but why do you think it could be? Or why do you think it would be? And then they're actually going to sell themselves. Okay. So if you guys want to learn more, make sure you follow and subscribe. I have an awesome video right here that you can watch for some more training. You guys are awesome. Go out, be great, and create your freedom.